to face. But now we are moving on to the dictator. You man, we wanted to remove you, you refused. Uganda wanted to remove you. Good evening. We have James Okello in studio. He's a forward with City Oilers, the champions of the National Basketball League for the 8th successive year.
Man.
How does that sound even to your ears?
Thank you, Dakawa. Thank you for hosting me. Of course, it sounds, sounds interesting, sounds exciting, and as a team, as a person.
How can it be exciting 8 years after your first? And you're winning every year.
Every year you win, it gets like more exciting actually. So
after the 8th, what's the very first thing that the coach told you guys? Like, you need to go and we start a new season,
and train or something? What happens?
The coach or the management?
Coach, management, like
usually it's management. After the games, they just disappear and start planning.
Planning for the next one?
Yeah, who do we need to?
Are you serious? You guys.
That's it.
Guys,
right now,
for everyone watching this show, James Okello walked into studio limping.
Yeah.
Andrew here was very happy that Okello was limping. I think every time he's seen a dictator limping, he's always thinking,
you're like it's closed.
Yeah,
it's
closed to remove.
The next day the man is just in a swagger.
He's going nowhere.
But congratulations, James.
Thank you.
Congratulations. If you're not a basketball extremist like we are, the punchline of a dictator was introduced at the start of this season. The team that City Oilers played in the final, Nam Blazers, in that best of 7 series, which eventually City Oilers won 4-3, went to Twitter and promised with the hashtag, "We are removing a dictator." And it became a punchline for the entire basketball fraternity and caught a bit of a fire. Eventually, dictator yaganye.
He prevailed. The dictator prevailed.
And made us look bad.
The counter-offensive. They had the late counter-offensive.
But Okello, this must be one of your toughest championships you've won, because I've seen so many injuries. Ivan Romanyika could barely play, didn't play a game. Tony Dreleba has had that ankle problem. We had him here on the show even when he had it. I've seen you've had injuries. This is on more than any other.
Jimmy
and Abu missed games in this series. Should be 2 of them. Even when he played with that hamstring problem in Game 7, he was probably less than 50% fit to play. So this must have been very tough. How tough was it?
Definitely. This is the toughest season I've played in my entire career. Not only as a team, but also as a person. This is the year I lost my mom at the beginning of the year.
May her soul rest in peace.
The team came for the burial. From their way back to Kampala, coming back to Kampala, got involved in an accident that was so terrible. And I reached the scene and I could not believe actually, guys
came out.
And so immediately after that, I get an injury, a serious injury. So personally, the season has been very, very tough, and that's why I'm so excited. I'm enjoying this championship, and of course, as a team also, injuries here and there. We barely made 7 guys at practice. Every time we were less, 6, 5. Someone is down, and so
Ismail, before we get into the game, James, how did you manage to get through that tough stretch? The mom, and then the game, and then the injuries? Who held your hand? How did you get through that?
My mom has been, supportive when it comes to basketball. There are a number of times that I wanted to leave basketball, of course, and get some other stuff to do, but she kept on encouraging me. Keep playing. You're doing good. So she always supported me. When I lost her, it was one of the toughest moments ever in my life. I felt like I lost someone who always motivated me. And I reached a point, I was so low. But as a man, you have to forget and move on in life. The injuries I got, man, it was tough. I had injuries, but I could still play with them because the team had no players, you know, who were less. And so, you know, I was just trying to push. Yeah.
James Okello, you made me sob a bit there because this show is supposed to be fun. We come in here with a big smile, even when we've had tough days. We come here and we want to smile about everything, and sport is supposed to be the kind of fun. When you see some of those pictures at the end, the fans jumping onto the court, Andrew, I think all of us know the kind of contribution, for example, the losing finalists, NAM Blazers, are brought to basketball. Most of the fans who came there were probably watching their first series, or probably even just game seven. The first game, and you could sense from the crowd the demand for the game of basketball has gone tenfold because of the numbers now are coming out to watch, and that is down, part of that is down to NAM Blazers. I've seen videos of their van going through the Namwongo suburb, appealing to people to come to the game. They do all this mobilization, they cause quite a ruckus on social media, and of course it also helps that there's so many teams that want to beat City Oilers. So you have UCU, you have Power fans, you have Warriors, you have Falcons fans, who all join and gang up and join NAM Blazers and say, do it for us, what we haven't done. But eventually that's not sufficient. But you've got to think about, Andrew, FOBA, before we get back to James Okello. What lessons they take even from this?
One, that game, watching it, by the way, I was one of the victims who didn't watch the game.
Because you're blocked at the gate.
No, I actually, I thought, I came and went for a coffee just down there. I'm like, let me first do a coffee,
and then
I'll go over there. So I come, the ladies' game,
which started at 7 p.m.
It was full. So I'm like, okay, I wait a bit. I wait for them to open the gate. The fans out would fill the arena like twice.
Yeah.
The cars, I think they had secured every available parking around Lugogo. Inside the arena, all the seats, of course, they wouldn't be there. But on the floor, what you call courtside, NBA. One, it was dangerous. Yeah. Because every time a player went out.
And when you talk about danger, before the men's game, I noticed, because I was watching on television, I was in Gulu. They had to stop and I think move fans from courtside because it was dangerous for the fans and more so for the players. I was actually kept on thinking, if one of the players is running courtside and then trips on a fan's foot, that's an ankle ligament gone.
So it was dangerous. Under international standards, it would never have passed. So it was dangerous, one. And then FUBA had talked of, having projectors out. That was the plan. Maybe things didn't go according to plan.
They had one.
They had one finally. Yes, but that should have happened way early so that they stop people from entering the arena. Now, once you are in the arena, it's tough to tell people to get out. So those who were there, it was bad in terms of safety, but the positives are the policymakers, the corporate sponsors, the companies saw all these numbers. They saw the hunger of the game, even outside. Now this is where they need to, even FUBA need to, grasp this opportunity and go show them the numbers. But also to government, need for a bigger arena for the country. Badly for the country, whereby it can accommodate everyone who wants to go there, and then FUBA can also pick money. Of course, not everyone, not 40 million, but sufficient. Yeah. Standards.
Because this arena we are talking about actually, and it helps that I've worked at NCS, so I have a bit of an authority. That place has those yellow seats are 900.
900. That's 900. Under 1,000.
So put probably another 200 or so. In all those spaces, probably more. Maybe basketball had what, 1,300 or something?
The arena and its capacity is good for regular basketball. Yeah. Not for an occasion like that, especially when people want to remove a dictator, when forces have joined to come and do something. So it was beautiful in that sense. We cannot take away the dangers. It wasn't good. It wasn't safe for players, for the fans.
Not even safe for the fans.
And right outside. Yeah.
Actually, me, when I entered the arena, we warm up from outside.
You wondered where you're going to play from.
When I entered like this, I could not breathe. like breathing was so hard. I was sweating and I was wondering what is going on in here.
Yeah.
Guys are seated up to, you know,
the red line.
And they're even limiting how far can you go, especially in terms of passion,
under
in terms of chasing.
You don't have where to inbound the ball, so it was really tough to play.
So yes, so Isma, just to go back to the point, the negatives are there, they're clear to see, we can't hide from them, but they produce positives whereby government needs to look at this. We need the arena badly. Then, FUBA, get creative about marketing this thing. This game alone, you can go to you know, companies and do. I know they've been there, but you never stop.
Yeah, you never stop.
But also for the other clubs, what Blazers have done, and we'll talk Oilers. They have their moment.
Yeah, and
what
Blazers James Okello got some, but we are going to ask him some questions.
What Blazers have done is they've showed people that it's possible, that you can do it. I mean, taking Oilers 7 games.
Having been 3-1 down at some point.
3-1 down, yes. Actually, it came down to who has done it before, to just cross the line.
Yeah.
If you watch the game, the last 4 minutes.
Oilers' experience and mental fortitude, having been in this situation.
Because they know we've been here.
Times,
because there are some free throws which you got, which Dreleba got, Ben Komakech to get to 62, 61.
And they had missed them before.
But this time round, the nerves, when it mattered most, they did it. So the other clubs, it's Blazers have showed them that we can go toe-to-toe, but also it's encouraging and inspiring to community clubs to rally behind, you know, a team you call your own, and then you just build on that, and then the rest. My only prayer is that Oilers do not raid Blazers ahead of next season, which they're going to do anyway.
Yeah, but James, you've been with City Oilers since 2011. When they played in the second division, then in the first division in 2012, then came up in 2013.
Yeah, I joined them 2012.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah, then started winning in 2013.
That's 10 years.
Probably they should be 10-time champions if it wasn't for COVID. Because we lost 2 years.
I saw you guys saying only COVID.
Which one has been the sweetest championship? Which one of the age? Or even
I still feel like this is the sweetest championship.
Come on.
How about the first cut?
This is... No.
When you beat Falcons in 2013, all those two finals against UCU.
You know those two the finals, the first finals. I wasn't like.
You weren't the main man.
Yeah, like one of the main man or one of the the top players. So I could not contribute that much on the team. So but now the last finals that I'm contributing, and I'm one of the best players on the team. I feel like. Now
former MVP of the league.
3 times MVP. I feel like now I'm enjoying my championships. So for me, this is the sweetest championship, because if you see the talk that was, I'm not a social media guy,
but the screenshots get to you.
I had to usually every day I had to go, and scroll through Twitter and see. What people are saying, because the talks.
But it helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, they motivate you. Like personally, they used to post videos where someone is crossing you over, dunking over you, and man, you look at those videos and the comments down, and you're like, I need to go and do that. And so this team,
winning is so cleansing. Winning is so cleansing.
Was not just built to come and maybe win a championship or dethrone us. This team was built to come and embarrass us.
Yeah.
If you see from the social media, the level of embarrassment, and so for me, I just want to thank my teammates that we stood up like men, came forth. And defended our championship. So
I want you to say something.
To give the last 2 questions. Ask that.
Actually, it's not even a question. I just want you to say something about Blazer and what they've brought to the game this season.
Man, these guys have done, big things. Me, I've been in this league for years, but even when the national team is playing, you cannot see. Like, it's very hard to find. It has never been there to find numbers like that.
The numbers,
It's unbelievable, the fans,
the passion,
those fans who are supporting. You know, after game 2, we lost game 2, right? After game 2, I was walking, you know, down, going pick a bike. I met one of the fans
of Nam Blazers.
Of one Blazers. Of Namongo Blazers. No. He told me he was from Gulu. Told me, Okello, you are my brother, but this is business. I came from Gulu to support these guys because I grew up from there.
Yeah, Namongo. Wow. That's very nice.
I had students I went to school with.
They told you, brother?
They told me, no way. For us, you are from Namongo. Teachers that taught me. I have a teacher who married a lady from Namongo, but he decided to support Namongo and forgot his students. So, like, a lot of things happened that, man.
Our nation media group
you could not believe. And so for me, I'll give them credit for that. They really, really market. I think they did a better job marketing the game than even the federations.
Yeah. But then probably finally, and I want you to let out the secret. What is it that makes City Oilers special? Besides the hunger, you win 1, you win 2, you win 3, you win 4. What is it inside? What is that one thing that many of us do not see that you guys in the organization see?
That's a tough question, but you see, from the beginning, if you look at City Oil, the way the team was built, even when, you know, when we are coming into NBL the first year, 2013, we didn't build, they didn't bring superstars, they didn't bring players that, you know, were sounding by then in the country.
Yeah.
If you look at players like Jimmy now that
Jimmy was on the bench
Jimmy
at Power.
Was coming off the bench.
Yeah. Then Kami Kabangi probably was
Kami Kabangi was he wasn't also like a sounding factor.
Yeah.
Even when he was playing the other side, Aru. We had like players who had no names. Mabens, you know.
Mohamed Yusuf.
Yeah, so I feel like it's management. They know who the right pieces to add on the team, and so that helps a lot. Yeah, I feel like the player, you know, the connecting, the way they recruit, you know, the eagle eye, seeing things ahead, and yeah. That's it. I don't think there's anything special about it.
And they've done that consistently because they have people won the very first league title.
Yeah.
They have, for example, Azolibe, this is his second.
Yeah.
Then you have Cesar Chizito, his first. So
Azolibe, actually, this is
first.
Yeah, he's
first.
He's second.
His second, yeah.
Second, he didn't play. He was injured
most of the time. Yeah.
So every other season, you add bits to what's already there.
Yeah.
And then you just keep building.
Thank you. Thank you. That is James Okello, an 8-time champion in the National Basketball League with the City Oilers. We're glad to have you on the show.
3-time MVP.
Yeah, 3-time MVP.
I like that. You don't forget that.
Been a very tough year, like he said, and may mom continue to rest in peace.
And James, the trophy was for her, I guess.
Yeah. You know, after the burial, actually my sister, one of my sisters told me, man, you have to win this for your mom. She always supported you.
That is James Okello.